Hello everyone. I am going to make a bracelet today using these soda can tabs, and I'm going to use these as a part of the class. I think this is a great way to recycle, reuse what we already have. So that's how I'm going to use these soda can tabs, is to make it part of a bracelet. I think there's a lot of different things you can do with them, but I have an idea in mind. So what I did was I cut out the little piece that is connected to the bottle, and then since that part is kind of rough, I tried sanding it down. It doesn't sand very well, but I used the paper. So what I did was, over that I wrapped 24 gauge wire, and it feels nice and smooth now. And what I want to do is I want to have a bracelet starting at this end, and then have a maybe a toggle coming out of this end, or maybe like an S hook to hook it on the tab is my plan. So we're gonna make 2 bracelets, so let's get started. Okay, so I've gathered my supplies here. I have pulled out the bar from the toggle clasp to go into our little space where the round part where we can put our clasp in. And you can make your own too if you want. There are quite a few videos on how to make your own toggle clasp, or you can use one that you already have that is big enough to go through the hole. Okay, so that's what I have. And and then this measures an inch. So I usually do the length of my bracelet 6.5. In this case, I'm gonna do 6 inches long, and I've got a couple crimp beads there, and I'm just gonna keep the bracelet pretty simple with just silver little beads with I don't know what kind of beads these are. They came in a bulk I bought from somebody, so it's pretty. It's got little design on it, so I don't think we need anything more than just these beads and the silver beads. So for the stringing material, I have Beadalon 7 strand. This is gold color, but what I want to do is I want to string even the part that goes around the ring. I want to string them with beads too, so that you can't really see the gold color. So what I'm gonna do first is put my beads through my wire, and I'm not gonna cut it. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and I'm just gonna start putting my beads through the wire. And I'm going to go up to the 6 inches here. So I'm gonna do it in an alternating pattern. Again, nothing more than just 2 beads in 2 different types of beads in an alternating pattern. And I will string this 6 inches long, and I'll see you guys. Okay, so I have my 6 inches long length of beads threaded on my wire. So what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm going to put in, I'm guessing I'm gonna need about an inch maybe of this silver beads to make it go around my tab. But I may not need that much. We'll see. I'm gonna put a few in and try to wrap it around and see how that looks. So if we were to, oh, not this tab, this tab. So if we were to make the tab go through the, or the bracelet, the silver beads part go through the tab, it's gonna need, yeah, definitely need maybe half an inch more. So once I have my 6-inch length completed, I'm going to put in my crimp bead and then start stringing some silver beads. I think I want to go about an inch long, but I'm gonna see how many or how long it will take for the silver part to go around this hole. Okay, so I have my silver beads in the wire now, and this is about 1¼ inches long. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my wire through the can tab, and then I'm gonna bring the end all the way to where my crimp bead is and put it through. So this is what it looks like, and then I'm going to crimp this crimp bead up. So take your crimping plier. Here's my first crimp. Second. Okay, so once you have it crimped, then you can slide your work down. I'm not sure if it'll go through my, oh it will, my little silver beads, since they're pretty small. They are going through so far. That's where I'm going to trim this off. And so that's our one side done. And so on the other side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to add a few of the silver beads and then add my toggle clasp over that. I want to measure and see how long this measures, because I'm pretty sure this is already pretty long at this point. Even 7 inches, I'm guessing. Yeah. So I'm gonna try not to use too many of these because I don't want this to be too long. I'm going to give me some length here and then give it a trim, and then put my crimp bead in first. Don't forget this part, I have forgotten it before and had to redo everything. So put your crimp bead in place first, and then a few of these silver beads. Again, I don't want to add too much to my length. I have about 4. Let's do 5. And then I'm just gonna try and see how easy it is. Well, let's just do the whole thing and see if it's easy to put the toggle bar through the hole of the tab there. Okay, now let's see if we can put the bar in easily. Okay, that wasn't bad. And that looks pretty good. So this is where I'm gonna end then. So 5 beads, silver beads up there. And then let's take this off. And then I'm gonna crimp this end too. Okay. And here is our bracelet completed. Now if you guys want, you can add charms, and I think that's what I'm gonna do on my next bracelet. This one I just wanted to keep it simple, and instead of an S hook, I think I'm just gonna do a toggle clasp, not toggle clasp, the lobster claw that I already have, so that I can add a few charms into the design, so that I'm focused on that and not focused on making the hook. So here's our first bracelet completed. So for the second one, again, remember that the tab itself takes a lot of space in the design. This is about 1 inch long. Again, if you're using a soda can tab, that's how long these are. So a very neat way of recycling. And so there's our first design. Now for the second one, I think I'm gonna keep it raw like that, and then add a lot of do the same thing like we did here, so that this doesn't rub against our skin. So I have my wire here again. I'm going to come up with some beads, some designs, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I have these green shell beads. They're very pretty, disc shaped, irregular, and I'll probably use like 3 beads and then these antique silver beads in between, about 6 inches long. I might even go a little smaller because our first bracelet here became a little longer than 7 inches. So I'll do that, and so I'll string it on my same wire, the 7-strand beadalon wire, and then I'll see you guys after I have my beads threaded. Okay, so I'm finishing this one a little smaller than 6 inches because I want this to end up being 7 inches long instead of longer than 7 inches. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add my crimp bead, and I haven't taken out yet, and then do my silver beads like I did for the first design. Again, the actual bracelet design, you can do whatever you want, whatever beads you want, whatever design you want. It's just the star of the show is our little tab here. I'm going to put my bead in place, and then I'm going to start stringing the silver beads. That's gonna make a loop around the tab. And I need a few more of those. And I'm guessing I'm gonna need less than, or the length doesn't have to be as long as 1¼ inches like we did for the first one, because the first one I had the wire wrapped around it that took up that, you know, kind of made it a little bulky in that area. But we will try we will try it on the tab and see how it looks. And then let's see, this will make a loop of just going to quickly measure. Well, this is already becoming more than an inch long, so let's put our tab through and put it through the this is definitely bigger than we need, so I am going to take maybe just a couple silver beads out, about 4, and then put it through again. I'm putting it through the part where it connects to the bottle or the can, and then put it through your crimp bead. Going to crimp it right there. Okay. And then slide my beads down the wire. You don't have to leave such a long tail. I just like to have a little bit of extra length to make sure that it's gonna stay in place and doesn't fall apart. This is where I will cut off the tail. And that's what we have at this end. And then I'm going to give me a couple inches of length and then slide in my crimp tube, and then so for this one I'm going to do a lobster claw clasp, and so I'm just only going to maybe just do 2 beads, and then and the clasp I have is 6 by 12 millimeter. So it's not that big. I think anything bigger than that would be good to use on this design with the tab. But if you have anything smaller, it is probably not going to work. So this is what it looks like. I'm just checking to make sure it's working properly. And so it will go in and fit okay, but it's just not the easiest thing to pull out. Like, it has to be in a certain angle to put it on and take it off. So anything smaller than this you probably don't want to use, but anything bigger would be great. And so I'm putting my clasp in. And again, you don't have to use the lobster claw clasp. You can use really anything. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to add charms in my tab there, and make it fun. So that's why I am not focusing too much on the clasp itself. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit here, trying to put my wire through that second bead. So I'm coming all the way through a few beads. And then I'm going to crimp. And trim off the tail. And there is our bracelet, really completed, but we're gonna add some. And I want to try to make sure that this doesn't rub against the skin too, because I did sand it down. So this is what the bracelet looks like right now. I'm going to put this on and make sure that, oh yeah, this does, I can't feel any rough edges. So I'm going to add some charms here now. So for charms, let's see, think about maybe 3 or 4 charms. I am getting a couple head pins out. And let's see, we can probably use one of the beads that we used in our first design, and maybe some of our beads that we're using for this design, and maybe a silver charm as well. Let's see, where's my charm container? Okay, so here we are. I think something silver from here. A little believe sign. Maybe we'll use this one. This one here. So, okay, let's use this one, yeah. Okay, so we're going to need some jump rings as well. Actually, I'm only going to need one jump ring to go around the for the charm, the silver charm, to put the silver charms on. So take your head pin, slide your beads that you want to use as charms, and then bend the wire. And then you want to make a bigger loop so that it goes around your tab. So once you have your loop made, open the loop and slide your tab in. Now you can add jump ring to, if you have a bigger jump ring, you can use that to, you can use a jump ring to add your charm, but I'm just going to slide this right in the tab. The only important part is to make sure that your loop is big. There's our first charm in place. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my shell beads. Now this, oops. Okay, this is a defective bead, so one, two, three. To blend it right there. And make a big loop. Open the loop and slide your tab in. There's our second, this one's stuck. Second charm. So for the third charm, going to put the charm in, and this is a pretty big jump ring here too, so shouldn't have any problem sliding our tab in place, and then close it off. And I should use the right tools to do this. And there are all of our charms placed, and we're going to put the let's try to put this on. And there we have it. Nice little bracelet. Alright guys, that's it for this video. See you in my next one, and let me know what you guys think about how I use these tabs, the can tabs, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.